Namaskar, I'm Nidhi Kumar, and you're watching Science Time, a show that brings to you the best that science offers, from exciting developments in science and technology to futuristic solutions. Prime Minister Modi calls for push into research and innovation. Indian flag unfurled 30 kilometers above the planet by Space Kidz India. Researchers engineer biofilm capable of producing long-term continuous electricity from your sweat. And with this, let's begin with story number one. Addressing the nation on the 76th Independence Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi added Jai Anusandhan to the Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and Jai Vigyan slogans used by leaders in the past. Speaking from the ramparts of Red Fort, the Prime Minister called for a fresh push into research and innovation in the country in the decade that followed. Prime Minister Modi said that to the slogan of Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji had added Jai Vigyan, and now India will append Jai Anusandhan to it. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, Jai Anusandhan. As we celebrate 75 years, we need to follow this mantra that was given to us by Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri ji and later tweaked by Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, Prime Minister Modi added. The newest edition is being hailed as a welcoming change by academics who have for long complained about the poor investment in the field of research and development by both the public and private sectors. And with this, let's take you to story number two. As India marks the 75 years of its independence, Space Kidz India unfurled the Indian flag about 30 kilometers above the planet. The flag was sent to an altitude of 106,000 feet above the planet on a balloon that unfolded. The event was a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav slogan and under the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to celebrate the historic anniversary. Space Kidz India is an organization creating young scientists for the country and spreading awareness among children for a borderless world. The organization recently launched a satellite into low Earth orbit. Azadi Sat was developed by 750 girl students from across India to mark 75 years of India's independence. While the satellite was lost due to orbital issues, as the small satellite launch vehicle that launched it into space failed to place it into a circular orbit around the planet, the organization managed to create an ecosystem and a process to develop small satellites. And with this, let's take a look at story number three. Well, researchers at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, recently announced that they have figured out how to engineer a biofilm that harvests the energy in evaporation and converts it into electricity. This biofilm, which was reported in Nature Communications, has the potential to revolutionize the world of wearable electronics, powering everything from personal medical sensors to personal electronics. And the secret behind this new biofilm is that it makes energy from the moisture on your skin. Though we daily read stories about solar power, at least 50% of the solar energy reaching the earth goes towards evaporating water. This is a huge untapped source of energy. Since the surface of our skin is constantly moist with sweat, the biofilm can plug in and convert the energy locked in evaporation into enough energy to power small devices. What makes this all work is that the bacteria Geobacter sulfur ducens grows in colonies that look like thin mats, and each of the individual microbes connects to its neighbors through a series of natural nanowires. The team then harvests these mats and uses a laser to etch small circuits into the films. And once the films are etched, they're sandwiched between electrodes and finally sealed in a soft, sticky, breathable polymer that you can apply directly to your skin. And once this tiny battery is plugged in, by applying it to your body, it can power small devices. And with this, friends, we come to an end of this edition of Science Time. We'll be back with more exciting stories from the world of science next week. Until then, stay tuned to India Science.